Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2012 APWA Congress and Exposition. My name is Emily Barta, and I have sitting next to me your brand new president, Elizabeth Treadway. Elizabeth, welcome and congratulations.
It's been
a couple hours. We're happy to have you here with us bright and early.
Thank you very much, Emily. I'm delighted to be here. It's going to be just a great event, and it's just super to see everyone who's on the floor this morning.
Well, we're so happy to see all of you joining us here in Anaheim, and we're so lucky to have all of you joining us online. Welcome. Now, Elizabeth, let's talk about your background in the public works industry. How did you get here to where you are today?
Oh my goodness. Well, the adventure started a long time ago, as if you couldn't tell. But I started with the city of Greensboro, North Carolina as a transportation planner, and over the years worked myself into a basic public works role as a leader in that organization. And so it's been a great adventure. I've had just super mentors, lots of good folks who have led the way. And the very first mentor, Mike Dawkins, my public works director at the time, said, there's only one organization I want you to be part of, and it's APWA.
There's only one organization and there's only one show, right?
Absolutely.
The greatest show in public works.
Absolutely. And so what is so amazing to me is that all those years ago, for which it was like 26 or 27, he said to me at the time, one day you're going to be president of that association. I didn't believe it in. I do believe it now.
How did he know?
I don't know how he knew, but it's been just a terrific journey.
Oh, wonderful. Well, your journey as new president has been all of 2 hours. So what do you want to do first?
Oh my, well, I have lots of people to meet this week, and I have lots of interaction and the opportunity to recognize great leaders within our organization. Tomorrow afternoon we have a super event in order to recognize folks who are going to be granted credentials as Public Works Leadership Fellows. We could then get to recognize all our chapters, all the great work that's done on projects around our industry. So we have an awards ceremony tomorrow evening. I'm really looking forward to that. It's just every day is action-packed.
Well, it sounds like the next few days are action-packed here at the 2012 APWA Congress and Exposition, and we're so lucky to have all of you here with us. If at any time you have any questions or you want to share any stories or any concerns with your new president, feel free to raise your hand. We also have a conversation happening on Twitter via hashtag APWA Expo, so feel free to ask or contribute at any time. That's why she's here. She's here for you.
Absolutely.
So, what are some of your presidential priorities past the closing of APWA 2012 Congress and Exposition?
Well, obviously, membership services is just critical. And so our ability to deliver good value to our members is right at the top of that list. And we want to continue the investments that we've made. We want to make sure that we're engaging our members and delivering great services through our chapters, through strengthening our chapters' ability to do that, expanding our professional development program. That's number one. Number two, this organization represents 29,000 members. And so it's important to me that we advocate for public works. And it's certainly one of my items on my agenda to see that our congressional delegations know who we are, our senator delegations know who we are, and that we are recognized as the voice of public works. So advocacy, absolutely critical, and that doesn't happen just by me. That happens by engaging all our members, all those folks who are interested supporters of APWA, getting them involved. We'll teach you how to do it. It's so painless. You can, in fact, probably sign up right here on the floor to be one of APWA's advocates. So come on board. We really need everyone to be engaged.
Okay, well, talk to me about this APWA advocate. What is this? What do we need to do to sign up? And once we sign up, what are we going to be doing for you and for the organization?
Well, it's a program in which we ask you to go online, identify yourself as an advocate member, provide us with some information about where you live, because we're going to link you effortlessly to be able to support positions that we want to have expressed at the congressional level. So you're going to be linked right into your senators and representatives. what will happen over time is we may be tracking a regulation, a piece of legislation, and there's an activity that's going to happen, and we are on alert. And so an email message will go out to all our advocates saying, you know, the House of Representatives is taking a vote this afternoon on X piece of legislation. We'd like your representative to know what APWA stands for. And so we'll write up the script for you. You only have to fill in your personal information. It goes out and is an immediate alert to your congressional delegates. So it's so painless. It's so easy. You just need to come on over and we'll get you signed up.
Now, is anyone here with us an advocate currently?
I am.
Okay.
Okay, I think we've got some folks here that we need to go sign up.
So if they're not here on the show floor, how do they sign up?
They can go to the website and look up. There is on all of our little links on the website an advocacy link. You can find the APWA Advocates hot button there, and it'll just walk you right through what you need to do.
And that's apwa.net.
Absolutely.
So go to apwa.net and search for the advocacy button to go ahead and sign up to be an advocate today, because we heard it here from brand new President Elizabeth Treadway. It's really easy, but very, very important.
Absolutely.
All right, so we talked about membership, we talked about advocacy. What are some of your other presidential priorities for the upcoming year?
Well, I have an overall theme that I have been really, has been part of my message for a long time, and that's how do we stay relevant as both an association, and how do we stay relevant as an industry? And so I have a lot of passion around that concept. One of the ways that we stay relevant is that we get young people involved. We are a great career. There is so much variety. There's so many things you can get engaged in doing. And so for you young professionals out there, we absolutely want to be sure that we're hitting the mark. What is it that interests you? What is it about your career that we need to really help you focus with? So it's important that our young members get involved. We have a young members program. We certainly want to see our chapters engaged with our young members. We want to make sure as an association we're providing all the resources necessary to keep ourselves relevant, on cutting edge, leading forward. So you see we're doing things on the floor this year. Things like the app program. What's that app about? I mean, being able to keep up with social media. When I was in opening session, I asked how many people in the room, for which there are thousands sitting there, how many of you tweet? Oh my goodness. I told them no one was going to be talking to me. I'm going to have to teach them all how to tweet. You know, we're on Facebook. We have lots of ways to connect to people. And I think that's just a critical piece of keeping that relevancy in place.
Well, in bringing the younger community, the younger members in towards the organization, there is a program called Emerging Leaders, correct?
Right.
How can we find out more information about this? And if one becomes an emerging leader, what does that mean?
Well, the Emerging Leaders program, actually the call for nomination to that program has closed for this year.
But just for this year. There's always next year.
Oh, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. And the Emerging Leaders is a way in which we put great talent to work. So it's a year-long commitment. They meet together, they network together, we assign them a great project to take on, and they have been great projects. Just the whole social media thing. We turned over to those youngsters and asked them to tell us as an association, how do we be relevant to you? How do we use social media? What are the great tools? So an emerging leader really gets put to work. They get to learn about what we do in a broader context. They get challenged to help us think and make a contribution. And then we want to make sure they become great volunteers. So they're a great pool to recruit from as we're looking for additional resources and all the committees that they can get involved in. So we want to keep them on board once we've got them.
All right, we've got a lot of people on board here at the show. Let me see, what can we do to help you? What kind of questions do you have for Elizabeth Treadway? She is here at your beck and call. So we do have a microphone. If you want to raise your hand and share a story or share a concern in your community, if you would like to ask a question, Or if you prefer to be a little bit more anonymous, feel free to give a tweet via hashtag APWA Expo, and we will read it on your behalf. We won't even use your Twitter handle if that's your preference. Does anyone have anything they would like to ask or they would like to share? This is your time. No? All right, well, I'll just ask some more questions.
Okay,
great. So do we have any non-members out there? Well, I'm sure there are some non-members viewing online. So talk to us. If there's someone who's a non-member in the public works industry, what do they need to do to become a member, and why should they become a member?
Well, to become a member is pretty easy because, again, do it online. Go to apwa.net, and it's an easy process. In fact, if you've never been a member, that first year is discounted at half price. So we're going to get you in the door. And once we got you in the door, we got you hooked. I think the other piece that's absolutely exciting about becoming a member, we have opened up our complete catalog of professional development. It's free now to be a member.
Free now.
No more charges. We'll keep up with your continuing education credits. No more cost. It's a part of your membership. You will get an amazing depth of education available to you 24/7.
What an amazing member benefit. What are, besides this education, these tools, these resources, what are some of the other benefits of being a member?
First of all, you get to meet all these great folks.
Yes.
Absolutely. Networking, the strength of who we are, the connectivity, learning from each other, being at events like this, it's invaluable. Absolutely invaluable. It's being able to build those relationships, both with our vendors, who are great solution providers, as well as your friends, your neighbors, learn from each other. We're a great family of resource, and we love to tell our story, and we love to share our knowledge, and there's just nothing like it. So not only can we get you well educated, we can get you credentialed, we can get you a network of folks to deal with, and we can get you solutions in place. So absolutely great opportunity. And it's not very expensive on top of that.
So lots and lots of great opportunities by being a member of APWA, but there are also local chapters, correct?
Yes, indeed.
How does one get involved with their local chapter?
As soon as you become a member, you've got a chapter.
It's just that easy.
It's just that
I'm
easy.
seeing a theme here, aren't you?
It's just that easy. We make it absolutely easy. So once you're a member, you are assigned a chapter, and it's typically by your address, and immediately we let that chapter know. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to get you involved. They might even make you a volunteer, and the next thing you know, you're hooked.
Absolutely. I see a lot of people sitting here that are hooked. Does anyone want to ask a question or share a story, share a concern that they're dealing with in their community? You don't even have to go online to submit that. Your brand new president is sitting right here. Talk about one-on-one. You know, please raise your hand. Go ahead and send a tweet via hashtag APWA Expo. Let us know what you need from us. We do have one.
Oh, Bob.
Hi, Elizabeth. So Kurt and I were just chatting a second ago about the fact that Diane handed over the reins to another female president. And Public Works historically kind of has a reputation of being male-oriented, but clearly there's something going on there. What do you think that says? And we have some young ladies I see attending the conference. What does that say about Public Works and how it's changing?
Oh, wonderful question. I love the setup.
Thank you, Bob.
It's an industry for everyone. We are really committed to the diversity of our groups. Age diversity, gender diversity, absolutely. We really respect and honor that our industry has all different shapes and colors, and we're just delighted that we engage them all. It's pretty unique. Never happened before that we have back-to-back women for presidents, and that's very special, obviously. But it says a lot when you look at the board of directors. We're not the only ones sitting there, and we know that great leaders can be made. They don't have to be born. We are definitely there to mentor, to help, to engage, and to challenge young men and women to participate in APWA. It's a great career. It is a giving career. And if we could interview some of the folks sitting around here, they would tell you that one of the most important things they do is service to their community. The reward is not to be out front. The reward is to know that you've built your community. You're the vision builders. You're the ones who take the ideas and make them real. And so it's a career that's like no other. It's the kind of career that you don't need folks to be putting you on the front page of the newspaper. Usually that's a bad thing. But what you do know is the value that you've delivered to your community. And so for the young women standing over there, this is a great career, and I certainly would encourage you to get involved. It's super.
Well, you heard it from your brand new president, Elizabeth Treadway. APWA is a great organization and really easy to do a lot within. And the public works industry is a great place to be and a great career to have. So, Elizabeth, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank
Good
you.
luck and have fun over the next year.
I will do it. I appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody.